after the destruction wrought by Hurricane Michael, how officials say they are working to get people's lives back on track. Plus, how you can help our northern neighbors as they recover from the storm. And a breakdown of the constitutional amendments you'll vote on soon. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 11.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Rebecca Fernandez. Our top story tonight, many voters have already received their vote by mail ballots, but it's important to know which issues you're supporting before marking that paper. ABC 7's Erica Jackson spoke with a political science expert to break down the ballot's proposed amendments.
There are 12 proposed amendments on the general election ballot since one was knocked off by the Florida Supreme Court. You will notice that some of the amendments are bundled, covering two related issues. Now, here's what you need to know before putting your pen to paper. Amendments 1 and 2 deal with property taxes. 3 and 4 are citizens' initiatives and are seeing the most attention. 3 is a gambling amendment, and number 4 would restore voting rights to felons. Number 5 would require 2/3 of support from the Florida House and Senate to approve a tax. 6 is one of the bundled amendments, giving constitutional rights to victims of crimes and raises the mandatory retirement age for judges. Amendment 7 is another bundle, giving the state benefits to first responders and military members who die in the line of duty. The second part requires supermajority approval for college tuition increases. Amendment 8 was taken off the ballot. 9 would put a ban on oil drilling in the state waters and ban vaping indoors. Amendment 10 covers many administrative changes and would have a larger impact on counties on the East Coast. Number 11 is a house cleaning amendment. Number 12 is an ethics package, and number 13 would ban dog racing, which could impact us locally since we have a dog racing track here in Sarasota. We spoke with one political science professor who told us this amendment wouldn't have a major financial impact on the Sarasota Kennel Club.
When you see that parking lot full, often most of the folks that are going in there are going in there for the card rooms. What this would do would be to sever an existing requirement that in order to have card rooms you have to run dogs. That's something interesting that a lot of people don't know, is that the card rooms are where the money is made for a lot of these pari-mutuel facilities, and right now they're not allowed to have the card room unless they run the dogs. This would sever that. The dogs would go away, but the card rooms would remain.
Now, we have a full breakdown on all of the amendments on the ballot on our website, mysuncoast.com. Reporting in the studio, I'm Erica Jackson. Back to you.
Also, tune in tomorrow night to ABC 7 News at 7. We will go over each amendment one by one, highlighting everything you need to know before you turn in your ballot. And now to the latest of what's happening in the panhandle of Florida. Hundreds of people remain unaccounted for following Hurricane Michael. At least 17 are dead as a result of the storm, dozens more missing, and that number is only expected to rise. As of noon today, the number of those without power now just under 200,000. Crews are also working to get communications in the area back up. 2,000 people from phone companies working to get their customers in contact with their families. Florida Governor Rick Scott and FEMA Administrator Brock Long surveyed the damages of Mexico Beach this morning. They say the number one priority right now is search and rescue. The second, bringing in food, water, and fuel to the area. And third is getting power back. About 17,000 utility workers are working to restore power to the area.
The hardest mission is going to be not just life sustainment, getting thousands of people out of shelters into more suitable living conditions, but ultimately there's going to be a tough long-term housing mission that lies ahead. That's going to take many months, and we will do what we can to help people kickstart recovery.
And thanks to the generosity of the community, a Sarasota man is on his way to Panama City tonight. He is hauling a 62-foot U-Haul truck to help with hurricane relief. Sean Martin is originally from Panama City, and we spoke to him on Saturday as he was packing for the trip. He says after seeing the images of destruction there, he knew he needed to do something. At first, he was planning on just putting together his own donations, but a Facebook post changed that. It brought him together with other people looking to help, and now he is on his way with water, batteries, tarps, and other items.
Nails, hammers, people donated, unbelievable amount of work gloves and shovels and just stuff to kind of help them get back in order. A lot of people we know lost their entire house. People donated blankets and clothes, and people, anything they had to give. Some people came, they were like, I don't have much, but they still found a way to give.
Martin says he's amazed by the people who have come to him with supplies, some of them reaching out to him several times to donate. And if you're looking for a way to donate to those suffering in the Panhandle right now, iHeartMedia will be out collecting supplies tomorrow and Tuesday. They will be collecting from 6 a.m. to noon both days this week. On Monday, they will be at US 41 and 776, where parking will be at Bill Buck Chevrolet. They will also be at Stickney Point and US 41 at the pumpkin patch on the corner there. Then on Tuesday, they will be at Stickney Point and US 41 again. Plus, they will be at Mission Barbecue, which is located on Cortez Road and US 41. Now let's go to ABC7's chief meteorologist, Bob Harrigan, with a look at the first alert weather forecast. Bob?
Yes, Rebecca, in St. Peter's and Paul's in Manatee County and Bradenton, West Bradenton, also a collection site for relief, and they're going to be sending that up there as well. So a lot of folks here along this community helping out in the Panhandle, folks in need. 79 right now. We have a few clouds. We had a few showers blow through earlier. Those showers, for the most part, off into the Gulf of Mexico. Winds are out of the east-southeast at 5. Temperatures have really warmed up considering what we saw on Saturday morning when lows were into the mid to upper 60s across the area. Not like that tomorrow morning. We're expecting low temperatures into the low to mid 70s. As far as our radar picture goes, you can see quite a bit of activity down to our south, and we had a few brief showers I mentioned around here as that east coast breeze made its way all the way over, and now those showers just now exiting Anna Maria Island and also Longboat Key. The rain is done for tonight, and we're not expecting a lot of rainfall on Monday, just a slight chance for a few late day showers. It's still going to be another warm one. We had a little taste of fall on Saturday. That has since moved on, and we're going to see summer-like conditions all week long. We'll have a look at the tropics coming up in just a few minutes. Rebecca?
Thanks, Bob. Now to a troubling story from South Texas tonight. That's where an argument between two families at a toddler's birthday party turned into a gunfight. The shootout leaving 4 people dead and 1 person injured. Police say it happened Saturday evening in the backyard of a home in Taft, Texas. Investigators say a father and son opened fire, killing 4 men and injuring a 5th.
It was an argument over something real small, and it escalated real quickly to where guns were involved.
The 5th person who was shot is expected to survive, and police say they've arrested one of the accused gunmen but are still searching for the other. A disturbing incident at a Kentucky school caught on camera. It shows an 11-year-old boy with autism being dragged across several hallways and up a staircase. As ABC7's Janae Norman tells us, the boy's mother is disgusted with how the school staff treated her son.
Tonight, a Kentucky mom wants answers about this surveillance video capturing her 11-year-old son Thatcher, seen here sitting on the floor of his school, his service dog beside him, before being dragged through the halls by a teacher and school nurse. At one point, the pair even dragging him up a flight of stairs. Thatcher's dog forced to follow along. Thatcher, who has nonverbal autism, visibly uncomfortable.
He's clearly screaming. He doesn't want them to do this.
Joe Grayson says the teacher texted her saying Thatcher refused to stand, so they picked him up. At home, she noticed bumps and bruises on her son's body and turned to the school with questions. The incident has now prompted investigations by school officials and state authorities.
He'll remember this for the rest of his life. Autism or no autism, any kid would remember that.
In a statement to ABC News, the district said incidents of this nature are isolated and there is absolutely no tolerance for the conduct of the employee in this incident, adding that the teacher involved in this instance is no longer employed by the Fayette County Public Schools. Grayson says teachers should have better training to handle students with disabilities like Thatcher.
Grayson says this whole incident was a developmental setback for Thatcher, and the fact that he's nonverbal and can't tell her when something has happened makes her more nervous about sending him back to school. Now, President Trump is weighing a new round of family separations at the U.S. and Mexico border. It comes as the administration released a new video of a Texas detention center that is home to 2,400 unaccompanied minors. According to the Washington Post, the president is considering a plan that gives parents who cross the border illegally 2 choices: stay in detention center with their children as they await immigration proceedings, or allow children to wait in government facilities until relatives are located.
Everybody wants to come in, and they come in illegally, and they use children. In many cases, the children aren't theirs. They grab them, and they want to come in with the children.
The crackdown on illegal immigration ended in June because of legal setbacks. However, many children still remain in detention, and U.S. officials say more than 200 are not eligible for reunification or release. And now to the growing tensions over the disappearance of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi. He was last seen entering the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, Turkey, and is believed to have been murdered inside. President Trump has been close to Saudi Arabia, but tonight he is vowing to punish them if the murder is proven.
There's something really terrible and disgusting about that if that were the case. So we're going to have to see. We're going to get to the bottom of it, and there will be severe punishment.
The Saudi government repeatedly denying it had any part in the disappearance, but escalating the war of words in a statement saying, quote, if it receives any action, it will respond with greater action. And still to come here on your Suncoast News, good news for drivers, how plans to expand River Road in Venice are moving forward. Plus, could liquor soon be banned at Venice events? The fate of the proposed restriction next.
Find out who cooks the best collard greens on the Suncoast.
Join ABC7 and the Newtown Farmers Market for Big Mama's Collard Greens Fest, Saturday, October 20th at Robert L. Taylor Community Center. Enjoy this flavor-filled family event for an assortment of food, live entertainment, and fun activities for people of all ages.
You don't want to miss the 3rd annual Big Mama's Collard Green Fest.
Go to newtownnation.com for more information on the festival and Newtown Farmers Market.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. You're gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. So wet.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
Business owners had asked City Council to consider banning liquor from street festivals and special events held in downtown. An email was sent to Mayor John Hollick from several downtown shop owners saying they were disappointed in seeing alcohol being served at this year's Venice Beach party. The event is usually held on Venice Beach, but because of red tide, it was held in downtown this year at Centennial Park, which is just steps away from a children's fountain and playground. This email prompted City Council members to vote at this week's meeting on whether to ban hard liquor at these special events. However, they remained split and ultimately voted no on the motion. And now to that First Alert traffic update. The first part of getting improvements to River Road from US 41 to Interstate 75 is now in place. This week, county commissioners accepted a grant for $3.5 million from the state. Sarasota County is expected to swap River Road with the Florida Department of Transportation, and after that, responsibilities for the roadway will fall onto the state. The goal is to eventually turn the 2-lane road into a 4 to 6-lane road. And today was a great day to eat some chili. Hundreds attended the 19th annual Morton's Firehouse Chili Cook-Off, a fundraising event and a competition. 14 fire departments, the Sarasota Police Department, and the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office competed. They were working for the title of the Best Firehouse Chili in Sarasota and for the Best Booth.
Firefighters and cops are very similar. We're very competitive, so we're here to win this year. It's a great opportunity for our deputies to get out of their normal day-to-day function, come and have some fun, cook some chili, and sponsor a great cause.
The money raised from today's event will go toward the Firefighters Benevolent Fund. Here are the winners from the cook-off. Smash Chili won Best Booth, Dilly Dilly Chili won People's Choice, and in first place, Longboat Key's Red Tide Chili. Definitely an interesting concept. Good job, guys. And ABC 7's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us now with First Alert weather. You were a judge for that cook-off, weren't you?
Yeah, for 18 of the 19 years it has taken place, so it was a lot of fun. And there were more than hundreds, there were thousands of people there. It was packed, jam-packed, even on a hot day. Eating chili for a good cause, you know, and
Definitely.
You got to give it up to the Sarasota Police Department too. They came in second this year, very close, and even the Sheriff's Department competed as well. So all the guys there and all the firefighters and all the gals as well did a great job decorating their booths and having a great time raising money for a good cause. Here's what's going on with our weather. Weather cooperated and not much out there as far as rainfall goes. This is not the Van Wezel webcam, but this is the Holmes Beach webcam. Showing some nice conditions out there for beachgoers and a beautiful sunset tonight. Again, just a few clouds and a few showers around this evening. We had some interesting photos sent in to pics at mysuncoast.com. And Norm Schimmel getting this one here showing those rays. That's actually shadows cast by storms well off in the distance on the sky. And we got another one here from Kelly Moore Hunt from Manatee County, and this one from Longboat Key. Just gorgeous there. And you can see those lines. Those are a result, like I said, of some storms way out here in the Gulf of Mexico. And as the sun sets, goes below the horizon, those storms that you'll see right here popping up was just enough to cast those shadows on our skies here along the Sun Coast, providing us with a gorgeous sunset tonight. Well, there are some big storms to the north of us, even some snow falling in parts of Kansas tonight. But for us, that east coast breeze has made its way all the way over and produced a few showers, some heavier rain down to our south. But you see just a little bit of activity still lingering. One lone shower again near Bayshore Gardens, and that activity now has since moved on and heading off to the northwest. We don't anticipate a lot of rainfall tomorrow. A few showers in the afternoon possible, but that rain chance really quite small as a result of some drier air that's settled in. We are still going to see near record high temperatures. So we had just one nice little taste of fall on Saturday, and things have really heated up. It was warm today out there at the Morton's 19th annual chili cook-off. Now you can see low temperatures tonight will be about 10 degrees warmer than they were on Saturday morning. Boy, it was nice Saturday morning. I had a chance to play golf, tee time right around 7:30. I just couldn't get over how beautiful it was, but we're back to summer tomorrow. It will be into the mid to upper 70s for the most part. The next big cold front is not going to be coming down for a couple of weeks. We'll get another taste of some cooler air come Thursday, but that'll be about it. Temperatures to start things off above average, mid-70s. We'll see just a few clouds in the afternoon. High temperatures approaching near record highs inland areas. We'll see highs into the upper 80s to low 90s across most of the area. I mentioned little chance of rain because of this dry air now covering much of the Gulf of Mexico. This is going to spill over occasionally in our region, and we'll have high pressure dominating the weather over much of the southeast. So skies are going to stay relatively sunny as that storm track is really moved and bounced off to the northwest of us now. So we're not going to see any kind of big cold snap. Now, you may have wondered about Hurricane Michael and what it did to the Gulf of Mexico as far as temperatures go. Well, right along its path, temperatures have cooled into the low 80s. Before it moved through, these temperatures were 87, 88, even 90 degrees in some cases, and that added the fuel to the fire as far as that storm goes. What we really need to cool the Gulf down, to kind of shut it down, is a strong cold front. As I mentioned, a strong one's not coming down for a couple of weeks, so we'll keep an eye on that. And speaking of the tropics, we continue to watch this area here in the Southwest Caribbean. No real threat of any significant development. There is a 20% chance of it developing, but it's going to be moving off to the west, although it looks rather impressive there with the latest satellite imagery. And this system had been a little more impressive on the satellite imagery just about 12 hours ago. That is being ripped apart by some strong shear. But the season's not over. Officially ends, again, November 30th. So there's always time for more, so we'll keep an eye on that for you. 79 right now. Feels warm out there, 83 degrees as far as the feels like temperature goes. It was 89 degrees today. Not close to the record, though, 99 set back in 1962. As I mentioned, we're going to get close to near record highs tomorrow. For boaters tomorrow, winds will be basically out of the east, southeast, and then switching around to the northwest at 10 knots. Seas will be 1 to 2 feet with a light chop in the bays and inland waters. Here's the extended forecast. Pretty good week. We see a weak frontal system get close to us on Wednesday. That's the reason why our chances are going to be bouncing up a little bit at 50%. And you'll notice the low temperatures drop down a little bit into the low 70s, which is fairly typical for this time of year. But the good news is we look for a great weekend ahead with temperatures into the mid to upper 80s. Rebecca?
Thanks, Bob. Well, the holiday season is fast approaching, and that's why you'll want to take a look at your travel plans now. ABC's Lindsay Davis tracks some of the best ways to save money on flights.
'Tis the season to start thinking about those holiday plane tickets home. Looking at data from past years, the travel website Kayak has crunched the numbers for the best times to buy airfare for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Turns out flying on the actual day of Christmas or Thanksgiving is often cheaper than the days right before or just after. But if that's not an option and you're a bit of a risk taker, the site suggests buying tickets 1 week before Thanksgiving when the average ticket is $359. But for planners, the alternative is to book your tickets now at 6 weeks out when the average price is just slightly higher at $370.
So if you see a great deal, it's best to jump on that. You'll have more options and more flexibility.
Those heading home for Christmas, the sweet spot for the best deals is apparently 4 weeks out, with an average round-trip ticket totaling $374. And want to ring the new year in away from home? Consider booking your New Year's travel 6 weeks out, when the average round-trip flight costs $330.
Another great way to save is to look at flying in and out on different airlines.
And Facebook has some bad news for you. Hackers might have been able to see the last person you cyberstalked or that party photo you were tagged in. The social network announcing that a security breach it disclosed 2 weeks ago affected fewer people than it originally estimated. Facebook now says it affected nearly 30 million accounts. That's down from 50 million. The hackers were not able to access passwords or financial information, but the details that hackers did gain access to included gender, relationship status, hometown, and other info. Might be even more unsettling. And now looking ahead, All Faiths Food Bank will be packing emergency boxes of food for the Florida Panhandle. Volunteers will gather in All Faiths warehouse tomorrow, and the food will then be sent up to the Panhandle that same day. Based out of Sarasota, All Faiths says relief efforts mainly fall on food banks that surround the affected areas. So this will give those food banks some relief as well. And we'll have your winning lotto numbers straight ahead. Stay with us.
Blue 32, Blue 32, hot, hot. It's the Gettle Gridiron Challenge. The game's on to sell 2,000 vehicles. 12 teams compete for the #1 spot. Score a great deal at every Gettle dealership. Buy with 0 down. Make no payments for 90 days. Choose from 14 of your favorite brands, all on sale. Who will make it to the end zone? You decide. Rush to a Gettle location near you or visit Gettle.com.
Gettle's got it.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. The good news is there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. I survived my cancer, but you can stop cancer before it starts. Talk to your doctor and go to thinkaboutthelink.org to learn more.
It's rainy season on the Suncoast. Storms can pop up at a moment's notice. Sometimes it's just rain. Sometimes it's much worse. When severe weather strikes, trust ABC 7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you. Get local news and information from the team you trust. Like ABC 7 WWSB on Facebook to stay connected to the Suncoast. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
And even though it doesn't really feel like fall here on the Suncoast yet, here's a video to help you get in the harvest spirit. Take a look at this giant pumpkin. It weighs 2,091 pounds and took home the title of the heaviest pumpkin at this weekend's Harvest Fest in Minnesota. That weight beat the old state record by almost 200 pounds this year, and the winner also took home a $5,000 prize as a result.
That'd be a tough jack-o'-lantern to make right there. I'll tell you what, a lot of pumpkin pies, though. We're looking at pretty good weather tomorrow. We'll have a little bit of a warmer day, 75 for a low. That's not too fall-like. But we'll see temperatures warm up into the upper 80s to near 90 degrees in some places. No real threat of any significant rain. A few showers are possible.
Hopefully we get some 60-degree weather soon.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Have a great night.
I feel happiest when I'm out enjoying my favorite things, like spending time in my garden. That's why I need a Humana Medicare Advantage plan.
Many Humana Medicare Advantage plans cover everything from emergency care and hospital stays to doctor office visits and prescription drug coverage. In fact, last year, Humana Medicare Advantage prescription drug plan members saved an estimated $6,900 on average on their prescription costs. Humana has a large network of doctors and hospitals, plans that include vision and dental coverage, and most plans include Silver Sneakers Fitness and a rewards program, all for a $0 monthly plan premium in most areas.
Now I can be happy and healthy and keep enjoying all of my favorite things.
Your health and happiness is important to us. Call or go online now to get your free decision guide and see how a Humana Medicare Advantage plan can help keep you enjoying your favorite things.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991. Now, in one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now